Today we are taking a look at a quite uncommon model of a ThinkPad which not too many people seem to know exists. This is the A485. You can just call it a T480 but with an AMD processor without Thunderbolt and no core boot support. So it is time for me to show you what this 2018 laptop can do in 2026. My model has a Ryzen 5 2500U processor, 16GB of DDR4 2400 mega transfers in dual channel, 2 of which is dedicated to the iGPU, 1080p screen, lit up keyboard, fingerprint reader, an internal and a new 72 Wh external battery which is a replacement, it is not the original, a 500GB NVMe where I have all my data, and I also dedicated 60GB for Linux and a 180GB NVMe in the wireless WAN slot which is used entirely for Windows 10 LTSC. I replaced the thermal paste for Arctic MX4 and also replaced the Realtek Wi-Fi card for the Intel WiFi 8265 card from my previous ThinkPad because I had a problem on the Realtek with extremely slow download and upload speeds after some time. Now when I boot into Windows, sometimes it turns out the Intel Wi-Fi just fails to start with the code 10. This is a good laptop for normal activities. The 4-core and 8-thread processor happily browses the web, watches videos, listens to music. Basically you can consume media and do some actual work here. Video editing is fine at 1080p and 30fps. I don't have performance issues in Wondershare Filmora. Photoshop also works great, but my version seems to leak memory. The keyboard is really great for typing. And the battery life is 2 to 4 hours, it really depends on what I am doing though. The fan keeps ramping up though, so to solve that I am using TPFanControl on Windows with these settings. Now it is time for something exciting, gaming on Linux and Windows. I'm not going to be comparing the performance between the operating systems, but if someone is interested I can make a video about that. Let's begin with Geometry Dash on Linux. Ah, damn it. What is this flipping scale, bro? Now something more demanding, Crab Champions. Finally, Minecraft 1.21.11 with the fabulously optimized mod pack. I'm not sure how visible it is in the video, but the game is stuttering when I am moving. And this is the performance while standing still. Now let's switch over to Windows. This is the latest GPU driver for the Vega 8 as of the time of making this video. Let's begin with modded Fallout New Vegas, which is a DirectX 9 game. Finally, a DirectX 12 game, GTA 5 Enhanced. At first, I had to remove the BIOS password, which required me to use a BIOS programmer. If you're interested in how this process went for me, feel free to check out my last video, link in the description. If you plan to use the wireless WAN slot for the additional SSD, you have to downgrade to BIOS version 1.05. The embedded controller can stay at the latest version, which is 1.36 though. If you want to increase the VRAM beyond the 1GB limit, you have to stay on version 1.30, since the newer version removes the option to have 2GB of dedicated video memory. And of course, in the older versions, to increase the video memory, you have to access the secret AMD menu. Finally, some BIOS update seems to have broken SSD speeds, and here's the comparison of version 1.05 and 1.35. The A485 is easily a capable laptop for 2026. You can do work, consume media, and play some games at low settings with good frame rates. Of course, I had to play around with the BIOS versions and whatnot, but after that I don't really regret my purchase. The 1080p screen, keyboard, ThinkPad, trackpad are good to use, and I believe they are much better than what you would find in a really cheap modern consumer laptop. And with that, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful.